All right, let's dive into this powerful message that I want to share with you today. Picture this: you're on your deathbed looking back at your life and reflecting on the choices you made. What will you regret? What will you wish you had done differently? I've spent decades studying the human condition, and I've discovered that there are 4 things you should never sacrifice for anyone, no matter what. These are the keys to living a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. First and foremost, never sacrifice your dreams. Your dreams are the very essence of who you are. They are the sparks that ignite your soul and give your life meaning. When you were a child, you had big dreams. You wanted to be an astronaut, a doctor, an artist, or maybe even change the world. But somewhere along the way, life happened. People told you to be realistic, to settle for less. They said your dreams were too big, too impractical. And slowly you started to believe them. You started to shrink your dreams to fit into the tiny box that society handed you. But let me tell you something: your dreams are not meant to fit into anyone else's box. They are meant to be pursued with every fiber of your being, no matter how impossible they may seem. Think about the great dreamers of our time. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream of racial equality in a time when segregation was the norm. Nelson Mandela had a dream of a free South Africa, even as he spent 27 years in prison. Steve Jobs had a dream of putting a computer in every home, back when computers were the size of a room. These people didn't let anyone tell them their dreams were too big. They pursued them relentlessly, and they changed the world in the process. And you have that same power within you. Your dreams matter, and they deserve to be pursued. But pursuing your dreams isn't easy. It requires sacrifice, hard work, and a willingness to face your fears. And that brings me to the second thing: you should never sacrifice your courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. It's the voice inside you that says, "I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway." When you live courageously, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You try new things, take risks, and push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You become the kind of person who makes things happen rather than waiting for things to happen to you. Think about a time when you were courageous. Maybe it was speaking up for someone who was being bullied, even though you were afraid of being targeted yourself. Maybe it was quitting a job you hated to pursue your passion, even though you had no safety net. Maybe it was asking someone out on a date, even though you were terrified of rejection. In those moments of courage, you grew. You became stronger, wiser, and more resilient. And you learned that you are capable of so much more than you ever imagined. But courage isn't just about taking big leaps. It's also about the small daily choices we make. It's about choosing kindness over cruelty, even when it's hard. It's about standing up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular. It's about being true to yourself, even when the world is telling you to be someone else. When you live with courage, you become a beacon of light in a world that can sometimes feel very dark. Which brings me to the third thing: you should never sacrifice your integrity. Integrity is about being honest, authentic, and true to your values. Even when no one is watching, it's about doing the right thing, even when it's hard. When you live with integrity, you build trust with others and with yourself. You become a person of your word, someone who can be counted on to do what you say you'll do. Think about a time when you were faced with a choice between doing what was easy and doing what was right. Maybe it was returning a lost wallet, even though you could have kept the money inside. Maybe it was admitting to a mistake at work, even though it could have cost you your job. Maybe it was telling the truth, even when a lie would have been more convenient. In those moments of integrity, you built character. You became someone who could look in the mirror and be proud of the person staring back at you. But integrity isn't just about the big choices. It's also about the small, daily actions that define who we are. It's about being kind to the barista who messed up your coffee order, even though you're in a hurry. It's about giving your full attention to the person in front of you, even though your phone is buzzing with notifications. It's about doing your best work, even when no one is there to see it. When you live with integrity, you become a person of substance, someone who leaves the world a little better than you found it. And that brings me to the fourth and final thing: you should never sacrifice your relationships. Relationships are the very fabric of our lives. They are what give our lives meaning, purpose, and joy. When you prioritize your relationships, you create a life that is rich in love, connection, and belonging. You surround yourself with people who lift you up, support you, and believe in you. But building strong relationships isn't always easy. It requires vulnerability, communication, and a willingness to put others first. It means being there for your loved ones, even when it's inconvenient. It means listening with empathy and compassion, even when you disagree. It means apologizing when you've made a mistake and forgiving when others have hurt you. When you prioritize your relationships, you create a life that is filled with meaning and purpose. Think about the relationships that matter most to you. Maybe it's your spouse who has been by your side through thick and thin. Maybe it's your children who look up to you as their role model and hero. Maybe it's your friends who know you better than anyone else and love you unconditionally. These relationships are the very foundation of your life. They are what will sustain you through the ups and downs, the triumphs and the challenges. But it's not just about the relationships you already have. It's also about the relationships you have yet to build. Every person you meet is an opportunity for connection, for growth, for learning. When you approach others with an open heart and a curious mind, you never know what kind of magic might happen. You might meet a mentor who changes the course of your career. You might make a new friend who becomes a lifelong confidant. You might even fall in love with someone who makes your heart skip a beat. So my friend, never sacrifice your relationships for anything or anyone. Cherish the people in your life and make time for them every single day. Pick up the phone and call your mom just to say hi. Send a text to your best friend just to let them know you're thinking of them. Plan a date night with your partner just to reconnect and rekindle the spark. These small acts of love and connection are what make life worth living. As I look out at all of you today, I see a room full of people with incredible potential. You have dreams that are waiting to be pursued, courage that is waiting to be unleashed, integrity that is waiting to be lived, and relationships that are waiting to be cherished. But it's up to you to make the choice. Will you sacrifice these things for the sake of fitting in, playing it safe, or pleasing others? Or will you hold on to them with everything you've got, no matter what life throws your way? I've been where you are. I've faced my own moments of choice, my own fears and doubts and insecurities. But every time I've chosen to stay true to my dreams, my courage, my integrity, and my relationships, I've been rewarded with a life that is more beautiful than I ever could have imagined. And I want that same thing for you. So let me leave you with this final thought. Your life is a precious gift, one that is meant to be lived to the fullest. Don't waste it by sacrificing the things that matter most. Pursue your dreams with passion and determination. Live with courage, even when it's scary. Act with integrity, even when no one is watching. And cherish your relationships, even when it's hard. If you do these things, I promise you that you will look back on your life with no regrets. You will know that you lived a life that was true to who you are. A life that made a difference in the world. And that, my friend, is the greatest legacy you can leave behind. Let me share with you a story from my own life that illustrates the power of never sacrificing your dreams. When I was a young man, I had a dream of becoming a teacher. I wanted to make a difference in the lives of students, to help them see their own potential and live up to it. But when I told my family and friends about my dream, they were skeptical. They said that teaching was a noble profession, but it wouldn't pay the bills. They encouraged me to pursue a more lucrative career like law or medicine. For a while, I listened to them. I started down the path of becoming a lawyer, even though my heart wasn't in it. I studied hard, got good grades, and landed a job at a prestigious law firm. But every day, I felt like I was dying a little inside. I was sacrificing my dream for the sake of practicality, and it was eating away at me. One day I hit a breaking point. I was sitting in my office staring at a stack of legal briefs, and I realized that I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't spend my life doing something that didn't light me up inside. So I quit my job, enrolled in a teaching program, and never looked back. Was it easy? No, I had to take a huge pay cut, live on a tight budget, and work long hours. But every day I woke up excited to go to work. I felt like I was making a real difference in the lives of my students. And as the years went by, I watched them grow and thrive and become incredible human beings. Some of them even came back to thank me years later for believing in them when no one else did. That experience taught me a powerful lesson. When you have a dream, you have to pursue it with everything you've got. You can't let anyone else tell you what you're capable of or what you should be doing with your life. You have to trust your own inner voice, your own sense of purpose and passion. And that brings me to another story, one that speaks to the power of courage. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. It was a terrifying moment, one that shook me to my core. I was faced with a choice. I could let the fear consume me, or I could face it head-on with courage and determination. I chose courage. I underwent round after round of chemotherapy, even when it left me weak and exhausted. I faced each day with a positive attitude, even when the pain was unbearable. And I leaned on the love and support of my family and friends, even when I felt like I had nothing left to give. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it was also the most transformative. Through that experience, I learned that I was stronger than I ever knew. I learned that I could face my deepest fears and come out the other side. And I learned that when we have the courage to confront the challenges in our lives, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility and growth. That's what I want for all of you. I want you to have the courage to face your fears, to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone. I want you to have the courage to be yourselves, even when the world is telling you to be someone else. And I want you to have the courage to stand up for what you believe in, even when it's hard. Because when you live with courage, you become unstoppable. You become a force to be reckoned with, someone who can overcome any obstacle and achieve any goal. And that, my friends, is a life worth living. But courage alone isn't enough. You also need integrity, the third thing you should never sacrifice. Integrity is about being true to yourself and your values, even when it's difficult. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. And it's about being honest, authentic, and transparent in all your dealings. I learned the importance of integrity the hard way. Early in my career, I was working for a company that was engaging in some unethical practices. They were cutting corners, lying to customers, and prioritizing profits over people. And for a while, I went along with it. I told myself that it wasn't my responsibility, that I was just following orders. But deep down, I knew it was wrong. I knew that I was compromising my integrity for the sake of a paycheck. And it was eating away at me, just like sacrificing my dream of teaching had eaten away at me years before. So once again, I made a choice. I quit my job even though I didn't have another one lined up. I blew the whistle on the company's unethical practices, even though it meant burning bridges and making enemies. And I started over, this time with a commitment to always do the right thing, no matter what. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. By living with integrity, I was able to look myself in the mirror every day and feel proud of the person staring back at me. I was able to build trust with others because they knew that I would always be honest and truthful. And I was able to create a life that was aligned with my values and my sense of purpose. That's what I want for all of you. I want you to live with integrity, to be true to yourselves and your values. I want you to do the right thing, even when it's hard. And I want you to be honest, authentic, and transparent in all your dealings. Because when you live with integrity, you become a person of substance. You become someone who can be trusted, admired, and respected. And you become someone who leaves a positive legacy in the world. And that brings me to the final thing: you should never sacrifice your relationships. Relationships are the very heart of the human experience. They give our lives meaning, purpose, and joy. And they are what will sustain us through the ups and downs of life. I've been blessed with many incredible relationships in my life. My wife, my children, my friends, my colleagues, they have all played a vital role in shaping who I am today. They have supported me, challenged me, and loved me unconditionally. And they have taught me the true meaning of connection and belonging. But building strong relationships takes work. It requires time, effort, and a willingness to be vulnerable. It means being there for others even when it's inconvenient. It means listening with empathy and compassion, even when we disagree. And it means apologizing when we've made mistakes and forgiving when others have hurt us. I know that it can be tempting to put relationships on the back burner, especially when we're busy chasing our dreams or building our careers. But let me tell you something, no amount of success or achievement can replace the love and connection we get from our relationships. At the end of the day, it's the people in our lives that matter most. So make time for your relationships. Prioritize them, cherish them, and invest in them. Pick up the phone and call your mom just to say hi. Send a text to your best friend just to let them know you're thinking of them. Plan a date night with your partner just to reconnect and rekindle the spark. These small acts of love and connection are what make life worth living. And don't be afraid to build new relationships too. Every person you meet is an opportunity for growth, learning, and connection. When you approach others with an open heart and a curious mind, you never know what kind of magic might happen. You might meet a mentor who changes the course of your career. You might make a new friend who becomes a lifelong confidant. You might even fall in love with someone who makes your heart skip a beat. Because here's the thing, we are all interconnected. We are all part of the same human family, the same web of life. And when we prioritize our relationships, we create a world that is more loving, more compassionate, and more connected. So my friends, never sacrifice your relationships for anything or anyone. Hold on to them with everything you've got, no matter what life throws your way. Because at the end of the day, it's the people we love that make life worth living. As I look out at all of you today, I am filled with hope and inspiration. I see a room full of people with incredible gifts, talents, and potential. You have the power to create lives that are rich in meaning, purpose, and joy. You have the power to pursue your dreams, live with courage and integrity, and cherish your relationships. But it's up to you to make the choice. Will you sacrifice these things for the sake of fitting in, playing it safe, or pleasing others? Or will you hold on to them with everything you've got, no matter what? I know that it's not always easy. Life can be challenging, scary, and overwhelming at times. But I also know that when we stay true to ourselves and our values, when we surround ourselves with people who lift us up and believe in us, anything is possible. So let me leave you with this final thought. Your life is a precious gift, one that is meant to be lived to the fullest. Don't waste it by sacrificing the things that matter most. Pursue your dreams with passion and determination. Live with courage, even when it's scary. Act with integrity, even when no one is watching. And cherish your relationships, even when it's hard. If you do these things, I promise you that you will look back on your life with no regrets. You will know that you lived a life that was true to who you are, a life that made a difference in the world. And that, my friends, is the greatest legacy you can leave behind. So go out there and live your best life. Dream big, be brave, stay true, and love hard. The world is waiting for you to make your mark, and I can't wait to see all the incredible things you will achieve. Thank you. Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of dread, a heavy weight on your shoulders, and a constant nagging feeling that you're not good enough, that you'll never achieve your dreams, and that life is just one big struggle. That's what stress feels like, and it's a reality for far too many people in today's fast-paced, high-pressure world. But what if I told you that there's a way to break free from the shackles of stress, to rise above the chaos and the noise, and to find true peace, happiness, and fulfillment in your life? What if I told you that you have the power within you to transform your mindset, to rewrite your story, and to create the life you've always wanted? It's not just a pipe dream or a fantasy, it's a real possibility, and it all starts with a simple shift in perspective. You see, stress isn't something that happens to you. It's not an external force that you have no control over. It's a choice, a reaction, a habit that you've learned over time. Think about it. When something doesn't go your way, when you face a challenge or a setback, how do you typically respond? Do you get angry, frustrated, or overwhelmed? Do you blame others, make excuses, or give up altogether? Or do you stay calm, focused, and determined, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger? The truth is, life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns, and unexpected detours. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. You can choose to let stress consume you, to let it dictate your thoughts, emotions, and actions, or you can choose to rise above it, to find the lesson in every struggle, and to use it as fuel for your journey. I know it's not easy. I've been there myself countless times. I've felt the weight of the world on my shoulders, the fear of failure, the doubt, and the insecurity. But I've also learned that the only way to overcome stress is to confront it head on, to face your fears, and to take action in spite of them. It starts with your mindset. Instead of seeing stress as a threat, see it as a challenge. Instead of focusing on what you can't control, focus on what you can. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, stay present in the moment and take things one step at a time. Develop a growth mindset, a belief that you can learn, improve, and adapt to any situation. Embrace failure as a necessary part of the process, a stepping stone to success. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who believe in you and lift you up. Take care of your body and your mind. Exercise regularly, eat healthy, and get enough sleep. Practice mindfulness meditation or deep breathing to calm your nerves and center yourself. Find healthy outlets for your stress, whether it's through creative pursuits, hobbies, or volunteering. Set clear goals and priorities and focus on what truly matters to you. Let go of perfectionism, comparison, and the need for external validation. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and be kind to yourself when you stumble or fall short. Remember, stress is not a sign of weakness or inadequacy. It's a natural part of the human experience, a reminder that you're alive, that you're growing, and that you're capable of overcoming any obstacle in your path. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed out, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and remind yourself that you have the power to choose your response. You can let stress control you, or you can rise above it and take control of your life. It won't happen overnight, and it won't be easy. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt, but with perseverance, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to your own growth and well-being, you can break free from the cycle of stress and live the life you truly desire. Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, excitement, and joy. Imagine going through your day with a clear mind, a confident stride, and an unshakable belief in yourself and your abilities. Imagine facing challenges with courage, grace, and a sense of humor, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become the best version of yourself. That's what life is all about. It's not about avoiding stress or seeking perfection. It's about embracing the journey with all its ups and downs and finding meaning, purpose, and fulfillment along the way. So start today. Take one small step towards a stress-free life. Maybe it's a deep breath, a kind word to yourself, or a moment of gratitude for all the blessings in your life. Maybe it's a decision to let go of a grudge, to forgive someone who has hurt you, or to take a risk and pursue your dreams. Whatever it is, know that you have the power within you to transform your life, to break free from the shackles of stress, and to create a future filled with joy, love, and abundance. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. You are worth it. Your dreams, your goals, and your happiness are worth fighting for. So don't give up, don't give in, and don't let stress steal your joy. Remember, you are not alone. There are people who believe in you, who support you, and who are rooting for your success. Lean on them when you need to and be there for them when they need you. Together, we can create a world where stress is not the norm, where people are free to live their best lives, and where happiness, love, and fulfillment are the rule, not the exception. It starts with you. It starts with a choice, a decision, a commitment to yourself and your own well-being. It starts with a belief that you are capable of greatness, that you have a unique purpose in this world, and that you deserve to live a life filled with joy, peace, and abundance. So take that first step. Embrace the journey with all its challenges and triumphs, and know that every moment, every experience, and every person you meet along the way is a gift, a blessing, and an opportunity to grow, learn, and become the best version of yourself. You have the power within you to create the life you want, to break free from stress, and to live with purpose, passion, and joy. All you have to do is believe in yourself, take action, and never give up. Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's not about reaching some arbitrary goal or milestone. It's about becoming the best version of yourself day by day, moment by moment. So embrace the process, enjoy the ride, and trust that everything happens for a reason. Every challenge, every setback, and every triumph is a part of your unique story, a testament to your strength, resilience, and courage. And when you look back on your life years from now, you'll see that every moment, every decision, and every step along the way was leading you to exactly where you were meant to be. So don't wait another day, another hour, or another minute. Start living your best life now. Start breaking free from stress and start embracing the joy, the love, and the abundance that is your birthright. You are capable of greatness. You are worthy of happiness. And you have the power within you to create the life you truly desire. So go out there and make it happen. Take that first step and never look back. The world is waiting for you, and your best life is just around the corner. Remember, the journey to a stress-free life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about making drastic changes overnight, but rather about making small, consistent steps towards a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life. One of the most important things you can do is to develop a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who believe in you, and who inspire you to be your best self. Avoid toxic relationships and negative influences that drain your energy and bring you down. Seek out mentors, coaches, and role models who have achieved the kind of life you want to live. Learn from their experiences, their mistakes, and their triumphs. Ask for advice, guidance, and support when you need it, and be willing to do the same for others. Another key to breaking free from stress is to develop a strong sense of purpose and meaning in your life. What is it that drives you, that inspires you, that makes you feel alive and fulfilled? Is it your family, your friends, your community? Is it your career, your hobbies, your passions? Is it a cause or a mission that you believe in deeply? Whatever it is, make it a priority in your life. Pursue it with all your heart and soul, and let it be your guiding light when times get tough. Remember, purpose is not something that you find, it's something that you create. It's not about waiting for some external validation or recognition, but rather about aligning your actions with your values and your beliefs. So take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you, and then take action to make it a reality. Volunteer, donate, or advocate for a cause that you believe in. Start a side hustle or a passion project that allows you to express your creativity and your talents. Spend quality time with the people you love and make memories that will last a lifetime. The more you focus on your purpose and your passions, the less room there will be for stress and anxiety in your life. You'll find that you have more energy, more motivation, and more resilience to tackle whatever challenges come your way. And of course, there will still be times when stress gets the better of you. That's okay, it's normal, and it's part of the human experience. The key is to have a toolbox of stress management techniques that you can turn to when you need them. One of the most effective tools is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment without judgment or distraction. It's about paying attention to your thoughts, your feelings, and your sensations without getting caught up in them or trying to change them. Mindfulness can take many forms, from meditation and yoga to deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation. The key is to find a practice that works for you and to make it a regular part of your daily routine. When you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, take a few minutes to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and focus on the present moment. Notice the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, and the thoughts and feelings that arise. Don't try to push them away or change them, just observe them with curiosity and compassion. And when your mind starts to wander, gently bring your attention back to your breath, your body, and the present moment. With practice, mindfulness can help you develop a greater sense of calm, clarity, and perspective. It can help you respond to stress with grace and resilience, rather than reacting with fear or anxiety. Another powerful tool for managing stress is gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of focusing on the good things in your life, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. It's about cultivating a sense of appreciation and abundance, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. It's about recognizing that every moment, every experience, and every person in your life is a gift, a blessing, and an opportunity to learn and grow. So take a few minutes each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. Write them down in a journal, share them with a friend or loved one, or simply take a moment to silently acknowledge them in your heart. The more you focus on gratitude, the more you'll start to see the world through a lens of positivity and possibility. You'll find that you have more energy, more motivation, and more resilience to tackle whatever challenges come your way. Of course, gratitude is not about denying or ignoring the challenges and the pain in your life. It's not about putting on a fake smile or pretending that everything is perfect. Rather, it's about finding the silver lining in every cloud, the lesson in every mistake, and the opportunity in every obstacle. It's about recognizing that even in the darkest of times, there is always something to be grateful for, always a reason to keep going, and always a light at the end of the tunnel. So don't be afraid to feel your feelings, to acknowledge your struggles, and to ask for help when you need it. But also don't forget to look for the good, to celebrate your victories, and to give thanks for the blessings in your life. Remember, gratitude is not a destination, it's a practice. It's not something that you achieve once and for all, but rather something that you cultivate every day, every moment, and every interaction. So make it a habit to start and end each day with gratitude. Make it a priority to surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. And make it a commitment to yourself to always look for the good, even in the face of adversity. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll start to see the world through a lens of abundance and possibility. You'll find that you have more joy, more peace, and more fulfillment in your life no matter what challenges come your way. Another key to breaking free from stress is to take care of your physical health. Your body and your mind are intimately connected, and when one is out of balance, the other suffers as well. So make it a priority to eat a healthy, balanced diet full of whole foods, fruits, and vegetables. Avoid processed foods, sugar, and excessive amounts of caffeine and alcohol, which can all contribute to stress and anxiety. Make sure to get plenty of sleep each night, aiming for at least 7 to 8 hours of quality rest. Avoid screens and electronic devices for at least an hour before bedtime, and create a relaxing bedtime routine that helps you wind down and prepare for sleep. Exercise regularly, aiming for at least 30 minutes of moderate physical activity most days of the week. Find an activity that you enjoy, whether it's walking, running, swimming, cycling, or dancing, and make it a regular part of your routine. Exercise not only helps to reduce stress and anxiety, but it also boosts your mood, improves your sleep, and strengthens your immune system. It's one of the most powerful tools you have for managing stress and promoting overall health and well-being. In addition to taking care of your physical health, it's also important to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. This means setting boundaries, saying no when you need to, and making time for self-care and relaxation. It means surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people who lift you up and inspire you to be your best self. It means seeking out therapy, counseling, or coaching when you need it, and being willing to ask for help when you're struggling. Remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's essential. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot be there for others if you're not first taking care of yourself. So make it a priority to schedule time for yourself each day, even if it's just a few minutes. Use that time to do something that brings you joy, whether it's reading a book, taking a bath, or simply sitting in silence and breathing deeply. Make it a habit to check in with yourself regularly and to tune into your own needs and desires. Ask yourself what you need in each moment, and then take action to meet those needs with compassion and kindness. The more you prioritize your own well-being, the more you'll be able to show up fully and authentically in your life. You'll have more energy, more creativity, and more resilience to tackle whatever challenges come your way. And remember, breaking free from stress is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong journey. There will be ups and downs, setbacks and triumphs, moments of clarity and moments of confusion. But through it all, Remember that you have the power within you to choose your response, to create your reality, and to live a life of purpose, passion, and joy. So keep going, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. Surround yourself with people who support and inspire you, and never stop learning and evolving. The world needs your unique gifts, your unique perspective, and your unique light. So don't let stress dim your shine, don't let fear hold you back, and don't let doubt keep you small. Rise up, step into your power, and claim the life that you truly desire. It's waiting for you, and it's yours for the taking. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and imagine the life you want to live. See it in vivid detail, feel it in every cell of your being, and believe with all your heart that it's possible. Then take that first step and keep going. One day at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time. And know that with every step you are getting closer to your dreams, closer to your purpose, and closer to the life you were meant to live. So don't give up, don't give in, and don't let stress steal your joy. You are stronger than you know, braver than you believe, and more capable than you can imagine. And with the power of your mind, the strength of your heart, and the support of those who love you, there is nothing you cannot achieve, nothing you cannot overcome, and nothing you cannot become. So go out there and live your best life, free from stress, full of purpose, and overflowing with joy. The world is waiting for you, and your greatest adventures are yet to come. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to completely transform your life? To break free from the limitations and beliefs that have held you back for so long? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's possible. And not only is it possible, but it's inevitable if you're willing to do the work. You see, we are all creatures of habit. We get stuck in our routines, our patterns, and our way of thinking. We become attached to people, places, and things in the outside world, and we begin to believe that our happiness and success are dependent on them. But what if I told you that true happiness and success come from within? That the key to transforming your life lies in your ability to break free from those attachments and tap into the power of your own mind. It's not easy, I know. It takes energy and effort to break those bonds, just like it takes energy to separate two atoms. But the reward is worth it. When you learn to take your attention off the external world and focus it inward, you begin to unlock a world of infinite possibilities. Think about it. How much of your creative energy is tied up in negative emotions like guilt, hatred, resentment, lack, or fear? These emotions are like anchors holding you back from reaching your full potential. But through meditation and mindfulness practices, you can learn to let go of those emotions and redirect your energy towards creating a new destiny. It starts with taking your attention off everything known to you in your outer world. That means letting go of your attachments to your body, your identity, and even time itself. It means becoming nobody, no one, nothing, and nowhere. It means surrendering to the present moment and allowing yourself to simply be. I know it sounds scary. We're so used to defining ourselves by our roles and possessions that the idea of letting go can be terrifying. But trust me when I say that on the other side of that fear lies a world of infinite potential. When you learn to call your energy back to you, you begin to weaken the energetic and emotional bonds that have been keeping you stuck in your past reality. You free up a tremendous amount of available energy that you can use to create something new. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. In fact, it's probably going to be uncomfortable at first, maybe even a little chaotic. You may find that certain areas of your life start to fall apart as you break free from your old patterns and beliefs. But don't worry, that's supposed to happen. It's a sign that you're making progress. Anything that is no longer in vibrational alignment with your new destiny will naturally fall away. Your job is to let it go and trust that the universe has something better in store for you. I've seen it happen time and time again. People who were once stuck in dead-end jobs or toxic relationships suddenly find themselves thriving in new careers and loving partnerships. They didn't necessarily know how it was going to happen, but they trusted the process and kept focusing on their inner world, and the outer world began to reflect that change. So how do you actually do it? How do you break free from your old patterns and start creating a new reality? It all comes down to changing your brainwave frequencies. Most of the time when we're awake and conscious, we're operating in the beta range of brainwave frequencies. This is when we're engaged with the outside world, perceiving threats and opportunities, and generally going about our daily lives. But when we meditate or engage in mindfulness practices, we begin to slow down our brainwave frequencies, moving from beta to alpha and even theta states. In these states, we're able to access deeper levels of consciousness and tap into the infinite wisdom and creativity that lies within us. It's not always easy to get there, especially if you're new to meditation. It takes practice and patience. But with time and dedication, you can learn to quiet your mind and access those deeper states of consciousness whenever you need to. And when you do, amazing things start to happen. You begin to see the world in a new way. You start to recognize the patterns and beliefs that have been holding you back, and you develop the courage and clarity to let them go. You start to trust your intuition and follow your heart, even when it means taking risks or going against the grain. But perhaps most importantly, you begin to realize that you are not your thoughts, your emotions, or your circumstances. You are the awareness that lies behind all of those things. And when you tap into that awareness, you open yourself up to a world of infinite possibilities. So if you're feeling stuck or unfulfilled in your life, I encourage you to start exploring the power of meditation and mindfulness. Start small, maybe just a few minutes a day, and gradually work your way up. Pay attention to your thoughts and emotions and practice letting them go without judgment or attachment. And as you do, trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Trust that as you let go of your old patterns and beliefs, new opportunities and experiences will start to flow into your life. Trust that you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of, one thought and one moment at a time. It won't always be easy. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way. But remember, those challenges are just opportunities for growth and transformation. They're a chance to flex your mental and emotional muscles and prove to yourself just how strong and resilient you really are. And as you continue on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, you'll start to notice something amazing happening. The world around you will begin to shift and change in ways you never could have imagined. You'll start to attract people and opportunities that are in alignment with your true purpose and passions. You'll start to feel a sense of joy and fulfillment that you never knew was possible. And best of all, you'll start to inspire others to do the same, because when you light up from within, you become a beacon of hope and possibility for everyone around you. You show them that transformation is possible, that they too have the power to create the life they've always dreamed of. So don't be afraid to take that first step. Don't be afraid to let go of what's been holding you back and trust in the power of your own mind and spirit. Because when you do, you'll discover a world of magic and miracles that you never knew existed. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll be the one standing up here sharing your story of transformation and inspiring others to do the same. Maybe one day someone will come up to you and say, "Because of you, I didn't give up. Because of you, I found the courage to follow my dreams and create a life I love." That's the power of transformation. That's the power of tapping into your own infinite potential and becoming the person you were always meant to be. So as we come to the end of our time together today, I want to leave you with a challenge. I want you to take a moment right now and think about one area of your life where you feel stuck or unfulfilled. Maybe it's your career, your relationships, or your health. Whatever it is, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to break free from those limitations and create something new. And then I want you to take one small step towards making that vision a reality. It doesn't have to be big or dramatic. Maybe it's just setting aside 5 minutes a day to meditate or journal. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who inspires you and asking for guidance or support. Maybe it's simply making a commitment to yourself to start prioritizing your own growth and happiness. Whatever it is, trust that it's the right step for you. Trust that the universe is guiding you towards your highest potential, and that every challenge and obstacle along the way is just an opportunity to learn and grow. And most importantly, trust in yourself. Trust in your own inner wisdom and resilience. Trust that you have everything you need inside of you to create the life you've always dreamed of. Because the truth is, you are a miracle. You are a unique expression of the divine with gifts and talents and passions that are all your own. And when you tap into that divine spark within you, when you start to live in alignment with your true purpose and potential, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You know, I once had a friend who was struggling with a similar sense of stuckness and unfulfillment. She had been working at the same job for years in a relationship that no longer felt meaningful, and she couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more out there for her. But like so many of us, she was afraid to make a change. She was afraid of the unknown, afraid of failing, afraid of disappointing the people around her. So she stayed stuck day after day, year after year, until one day something shifted. It started small, just a little spark of curiosity. She started reading books about personal growth and spirituality, and something inside her began to awaken. She started meditating for just a few minutes a day, and slowly but surely she began to feel a sense of peace and clarity that she had never known before. And then, one day, she made a decision. She decided that she was no longer willing to settle for a life that didn't feel authentic and fulfilling. She decided that she was ready to take a leap of faith and trust in the universe to catch her. So she quit her job, ended her relationship, and set out on a journey of self-discovery. It was scary, and there were moments of doubt and uncertainty along the way. But she kept going, kept trusting, kept believing in herself and her ability to create something new. And do you know what happened? She discovered a passion for writing and started a blog that inspired thousands of people around the world. She met the love of her life and started a family. She found a new career that allowed her to use her gifts and talents in a way that felt meaningful and rewarding. But most importantly, she discovered a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that she had never known before. She realized that true happiness doesn't come from external circumstances, but from within. And she learned that when you trust in yourself and the universe, anything is possible. So if you're feeling stuck or unfulfilled in your own life, I want you to remember my friend's story. I want you to remember that transformation is possible, no matter how impossible it may seem. And I want you to remember that you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. But it starts with a choice. It starts with a decision to stop settling for less than you deserve and start reaching for something more. It starts with a willingness to let go of what's no longer serving you and trust in the journey ahead. And I know that can be scary. I know that the unknown can feel overwhelming and intimidating. But I also know that on the other side of that fear lies a world of incredible possibilities. You see, when you start to live in alignment with your true purpose and passions, the universe conspires to support you in ways you never could have imagined. Doors start to open, opportunities start to arise, and you start to attract people and experiences that are in alignment with your highest good. But it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey of self-discovery and growth. And along the way, there will be challenges and obstacles to overcome. There will be moments of doubt and fear, moments when you question whether you're on the right path. But that's all part of the process. Those challenges are what help you grow and evolve, what help you become the person you were always meant to be. And when you learn to embrace them, to see them as opportunities for learning and growth, you start to develop a resilience and strength that you never knew you had. So as you continue on your own journey of transformation, remember to be patient with yourself. Remember to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. And remember to surround yourself with people who support and inspire you, who believe in your dreams and your potential. Because the truth is, we all need support along the way. We all need people who can hold space for us, who can remind us of our own strength and resilience when we forget. And when you have that kind of support, when you have people who believe in you and your dreams, anything becomes possible. So don't be afraid to reach out, to ask for help when you need it. Don't be afraid to lean on the people who love and support you and to offer that same love and support in return. Because we're all in this together, all on our own journeys of growth and transformation. And as you continue on your journey, remember to stay open to the magic and miracles that surround you every day. Remember to look for the beauty and wonder in the world, and to cultivate a sense of gratitude for all the blessings in your life. Because when you live from a place of gratitude and abundance, when you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you start to attract more of those things into your life. You start to see opportunities and possibilities that you never noticed before. And you start to feel a sense of joy and fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your true self. And that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? To live a life that feels authentic and meaningful, to wake up every day feeling excited and inspired by the possibilities ahead. To know that you're making a difference in the world and that your life has purpose and meaning. It's not always easy, and there will be times when you stumble and fall. But remember, every setback is just a setup for a comeback. Every challenge is just an opportunity to learn and grow. And every moment of darkness is just a chance to let your light shine even brighter. So keep going, even when it's hard. Keep believing, even when you can't see the way forward. And keep trusting in yourself and the universe, knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be, and that everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. And as you do, watch as your life begins to transform in ways you never could have imagined. Watch as you start to attract people and opportunities that are in alignment with your highest good. Watch as you start to feel a sense of joy and fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your true self. Because that's the power of transformation. That's the power of tapping into your own infinite potential and becoming the person you were always meant to be. And it all starts with a choice. It all starts with a decision to take that first step to trust in yourself and the journey ahead. And it all starts with a willingness to let go of what's no longer serving you and embrace the magic and miracles that are waiting for you on the other side. So as you take those first steps, remember that I believe in you. Remember that the universe believes in you. And remember that you have everything you need inside of you to create the life you've always dreamed of. Because you are a miracle. You are a unique expression of the divine with gifts and talents and passions that are all your own. And when you tap into that divine spark within you, when you start to live in alignment with your true purpose and potential, there's no limit to what you can achieve. So go out there and start creating, start dreaming, start believing in yourself and your ability to transform your life and the world around you. Trust in the journey, trust in yourself, and trust in the magic and miracles that are waiting for you on the other side. Because the world needs your light. The world needs your unique gifts and talents and passions. And when you share them with the world, when you live from a place of authenticity and purpose, you inspire others to do the same. So don't hold back. Don't play small. Don't let fear or doubt or uncertainty hold you back from becoming the person you were always meant to be. Because you have a destiny waiting for you, a life of incredible joy and fulfillment and purpose. And it all starts with a choice. It all starts with a decision to take that first step, to trust in yourself and the journey ahead. And it all starts with a willingness to let go of what's no longer serving you and embrace the magic and miracles that are waiting for you on the other side. So as we come to the end of our time together today, I want to leave you with one final thought. I want you to remember that you are not alone on this journey. You are surrounded by love and support and guidance from the universe and from the people who believe in you. And when you tap into that love and support, when you trust in the journey and in yourself, anything becomes possible. You become unstoppable, a force of nature that can transform not just your own life, but the lives of everyone around you. So go out there and be that force of nature. Go out there and shine your light, share your gifts, and live your purpose. Go out there and create the life you've always dreamed of, one moment and one choice at a time. And remember, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Everything that happens, every challenge and obstacle and setback is just an opportunity for growth and transformation. And when you learn to embrace those opportunities, to see them as blessings in disguise, you start to live a life of incredible magic and miracles. So trust in the journey, trust in yourself, and trust in the love and support that surrounds you every day. Because you are a miracle, a divine being with infinite potential and purpose.